we recently had a notable, smaller Turning Point event. We have a gala each December in Mar-a-Lago, and we so I was talking to Daisy and Emma, and they noticed something very, very interesting. So let's put up image 109.
Oh, this is great.
So 109. That's our not 108. 109. Is that 109? All right, we're good. So this is the crew. This is the crew at the Mar-a-Lago Gala. We've got Tyler there. We have Jack there. We have Charlie there. I wasn't able to attend. It's okay, but we've got this image here.
You were invited.
And Daisy saw something a little unusual about it. She's like, something's off about that. And then she realized, oh, wait, someone sent me a video from it, and it didn't look the same. So she looked around. Reveal image 108. So, what we have here, the Turning Point Gala is a black tie event. That means wear a black tie, wear a tux. And what we have discovered, someone, we do not know who, but it was known that Tyler Bowyer and Jack Posobiec did not follow the dress code
time out.
for the Turning Point Gala.
Time out.
First of all, yeah, because that's the golden
That's
age.
a Vera Wang tux.
Golden age right there.
I bought that Vera Wang tux on sale, buy one, get one free. And I got one for my brother in 2016 ahead of the inauguration in 2017. Still fit in it miraculously. And I'm wearing a black dress tie. Jack's the only one not in.
Oh, he throws Jack under the bus.
The origin of why I photoshopped this to begin with was actually, if we're zooming in, can we zoom in on Tyler in the original photo? Can we zoom in
yeah, my
on,
tie's
on
all messed
Tyler
up. Okay, I get
photo?
it.
Because I was like, I sent it to my Photoshop guy, and I was like, we got to clean up Tyler a little bit. Like, it's such a nice picture, and this dude is just like all over the place in the shot. So we started with that, and they were like, do you want to give him a bow tie? I said, yeah. And I said, oh, why don't you give us all bow ties, and that'll look like a nice picture all together. So yeah, we went all in with it because Tyler, someone shut up. By the way, Andrew, on the background of that actually is a tuxedo that he bought from like the balaclava guy down by the airport in West Palm Beach. For some reason, because he flew all the way across the country without a tuxedo, and like bought it there. And the guy, he bought it from this guy who is and I know the guy because I've been there before with my brother, and that guy is the one who's like, come on, you can't just buy it, you can't just rent a tuxedo. You gotta buy one, buddy. You gotta buy one in here. He's got like the salami arms and the crusty knuckles. So Mr. Krusty Knuckles with the balaclava was like, you gotta buy it, Andrew. And I was like, Andrew, you bought the tux, didn't you? He's like, I bought the airport tux.
And I will note,
and he didn't even give him the buttons. So
because I have to be,
like,
he had to shop
Andrew,
that. Yeah.
Let's give him the buttons. So we gave Andrew the buttons, and I was like, look, if we're doing all this, we might as well throw a bow tie on me as well. So that's what we did.
And let's bring it back, though, because we have 111 here. We have to really appreciate, this is not merely is it a Photoshop, but if we zoom in, it's a pretty bad Photoshop. Like, it's a very kind of silly, it's very slick looking. I'm not sure how else to describe it. It's doesn't quite fit in. Charlie, how do you feel about all this? You were dressed properly.
I was, of course, as the host, but I'm going to cut Jack some slack here. I think that, black tie rigidity is not my. It's like as the host, I'm like, it's okay, it's fine. Now, when if you come, let me ask you guys: should someone be let into our event if they're not even wearing a tie? Like, should as the host of a black tie event where they're paying, should we regulate? And be like, no. Like, where do we draw the line? I'm curious. I want you guys to go around the horn. Understand, they're paying thousands of dollars to be there. It's a big fundraiser. At what point do we say, sorry, we can't allow you in?
I think you just sell them a $5,000 tie on the way in. I think that's
I feel like you could have a stash of like jackets and ties and be like, thank you, welcome to the gala.
Here's your
tie.
Bring the Gillespie Country Club.
Bring the guy that
that
Andrew bought his tux from and just have him sitting outside Mar-a-Lago.
Dude, I love that guy. That's what you need. Yeah. No, and Mar-a-Lago, by the way, so this was at Mar-a-Lago. This is in the ballroom, but for folks who go, if you do ever end up there, that when you go on that patio, they're very strict, by the way, about your dress code just for the patio. So when you see those photos, I don't know if anyone has any around, but when like where President Trump goes to eat and he's got the like the velvet ropes around the table, and he's always holding these big dinners. Not the ones inside. That's what I'm trying to say. The one outside, when he sits for dinner, it's actually formal dress code there. And if you do not have a coat, now I don't think you need a tie, but if you don't have a coat, they will not even let you sit down for dinner. Although I do know for a fact that the man himself, that President Trump, is very big on people wearing ties. So Charlie, that might go to it right there. So if the president's there, he wants to see people in ties.
That was the thought I had, which was, I was like, well, if Trump showed up without a tie, we'd let him in. And then I was like, but Trump would never go without the tie.
There's a fun fact.
It's unthinkable.
Charlie and I were in that dining room the night that COVID broke out.
That's true.
Oh, is that
really?
like the same? Is that the same time like Tucker was there and he like drove
Tucker
down?
was there that night. It was Kimberly Guilfoyle's birthday. Mike Pence was there. Bolsonaro. It was something out of a like Scorsese film where it could have been like the night the world ended.
Yeah,
You know
there
what I mean?
was like too many famous people. Yeah.
And it was too many famous people, and the vibe was like overly exuberant. Wouldn't you agree, Tyler? It was
it was
like
insane.
overly festive. It was like out of control. People running out of rooms, like people falling into the pool. Like it was over the top. No, it happened.
It was
a lot
like
of
Great
people, by the way.
Gatsby. It was like
but-
it was like Great Gatsby
No,
party
10
night.
or 12 people a year fall into the pool accidentally. So